that's another.
She has a Liberian accent.
She does. A Liberian. How do you say it? Liberian?
Liberian.
Wow, you're gorgeous. Where are you from? You're from Nigeria, originally?
Yeah, I was born here, but I'm Nigerian.
You're on both sides of your family? Wow, that's cool. So have you been there? Really?
I go every year. I go every year.
You do? Oh, your cousins are there and everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Do they speak with an English accent? Or
They have an African accent, but they speak English.
oh, they do? Oh, can you imitate their accent?
No.
It's the stereotypical way. The people there are nice, right?
Is likely to be stopped while driving as a light-skinned person for exactly the same behaviors. We also know that once stopped, they are 2 times more likely to be searched when they are stopped. We also know nationally, statistically, that contraband is found exactly as frequently in the cars of light-skinned people and dark-skinned people who are searched. What this tells me is we live in a country where we are all influenced by race. I believe if police on campus are armed, that our students of color are in greater danger than other students on campus, and that's a deep concern to me. Again, I put myself in exactly the same category as the police and everybody else when it comes to issues of race, but I think it's an issue we cannot ignore. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to ask Peter Paul to come forward.
Hello, I'm a student at the University of Rhode Island, and my name is Peter Paul. And I've been on this campus since the beginning of the semester. And since I've been here, I've been, you could call it pulled over by the police 5 times in what I consider inappropriate reasons. And the main reason, I think, is treason on the one and only Smart the Heart. And I find that the best way to look at this is through experience. And if you look at my experience, I'm not afraid of any students or teachers at this school. But when I look at a police, I shake. I don't shake, I shudder. Because I know they're gonna pull me over and harass the shit out of me. And it's disgusting, despicable, and deplorable, and horrible, and immoral, as far as I'm concerned, on your end, concerned. And so, to give these people a gun for fun, and I say fun, not in a funny manner, because these peoples, who I prefer to call creeples, if you put a gun in these guys' hands, or in their holsters, they already walk around with an attitude now. And so when they have that gun in that holster, they have a worse attitude, like a mightier than thou attitude. And I don't pull it past, and I use that pull begrudgingly. I don't put it past any of these guys to pull their guns. And if you look at the University of Rhode Island and the history of this campus, has anyone ever had to pull a gun? So all of a sudden now we need guns on campus. And so let me give you one ample sample example. I went over to meet my friend at the basketball game who had a ticket for me. And I asked the people at the door, you could hold my bag, I'd like to go up and get my friend who has my ticket. No, you can't. And I said this to them, and I'm saying it to you. My #1 statement without debating, my #1 quote for your vote of confidence, not confidence. You cannot quarrel with a moral. And this whole thing is a moral issue. And the moral issue is, should these men be given guns? And I say morally, it's wrong to give these men guns, because these men don't do the right thing with the wings that sing and the one and only Smart the Heart. And here's a perfect ample sample example. These ladies called the police on me because I don't even know why really. I wanted to go, they told me I had to stand outside in the cold to wait for my friends because I couldn't go get them at the basketball game. So I said, fine. So I'm the kind of person is if you're mean to me, I'm going to be mean to you. So the only way I can be mean is by teasing them. So I started dancing. And they called the police on me for dancing. So the police came and said, what are you doing? And I said, I'm dancing. And they said, well, you're not dancing. You're standing in front of this building, and you're not allowed to stand in front of this building. And I said, why can't I stand in front of this building? I'm a student here. All these other students get to stand here. Why can't I? And they said, well, you can't. We'll arrest you. And I said, well, can I stand over there at that building? And they go, no, we'll arrest you there too. And so in other words, if they're going to arrest me for doing that and give me no good reason, then do you think that these men deserve to carry guns? If they can't come to a good love conclusion in
1 minute.
That's time?
1 minute.
And so the bottom line is this. Guns kill. And you see the silence we have in this room. If someone gets killed on this campus, that's going to be the silence for the violence. And the type of violence that guns bring to this campus can only do bodily harm. And we've never needed one gun in the past, so why do we need to change that for our future? That's all I have to say.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Lieutenant Charles Wilson.